So today we're going to be walking you guys through the sample preparation procedure. As you can see, we've already homogenized our sample, which in this case are strawberries from the co-op. And now David here is going to measure 10 grams of them into a Falcon tube to begin the process. Nice job, David. And as you can see, we're basically exactly 10 grams, so a little variation doesn't hurt. So great job. And the next step is to add 10 milliliters of acetonitrile, the solvent we'll be using. Since we're going to spike these samples to see what they look like on GCMS, we're now going to add the internal standards that Charlie and Will prepared. So first we add 1,000 microliters of the internal standard to one of the samples, which we should have a final concentration of 10 ppm. David following proper lab procedure right here. And then next we're going to add 100 microliters of the solution prepared by Charlie and Will to a sample, which should have a final concentration of 1 ppm. Nice. And now we're going to vortex the spiked sample for 1 minute. And now we're going to add the extraction salts to the vortex sample. Yeah. And now we're going to vortex the sample with the salt again for 1 minute. And now we're going to centrifuge these samples at 3000 RPM for 5 minutes. And now that we centrifuge the sample, there's a clear supernatant layer, and so now we're going to transfer the supernatant into a DSPE tube from the Quetcher's kit, which will further extract and clean the sample. And right now David's being very careful not to suck up any of the other debris in the bottom that's been separated, and he's just sucking up the supernatant. And now we're near the very dregs of the supernatant, so he's making sure not to suck up any of the debris, so good job. After having transferred the supernatant to the DSPE tube, we are again going to vortex the tube, and according to the Quecher's table, we are going to vortex it for a total of 2 minutes. And now we're going to weigh these tubes before centrifuging them to make sure they're equally or near the same weight, so that the centrifuge will be balanced when we run it. And now we're on to the second to last step, where we centrifuge these samples for 5 minutes. So after having centrifuged the sample, we're now going to transfer the supernatant again into an autosampler vial, which will then be dried and analyzed via GCMS.
Thank you.
And this is the final product of this part of the extraction, and it now needs to be dried, and then it'll be analyzed via GCMS.